while swimming in the summer.
Do you know where the best lakes are?
Whazzap Radio presents you the best and nearest ponds around Erding.
So keep calm and listen on.
Now to the Krontaler Weiher. This pond is probably the biggest and the most popular one throughout the whole area around Erding. It is only 5 minutes on foot from the city center, and it is a location for a lot of different parties and meetings. You have 2 kiosks there and have the possibility to play beach volleyball, basketball or mini golf. You can also learn surfing at the local surfing club and have fun on the trampoline. For the children, there is also a very big playground. You have a lot of different parking lots and also a huge place to park your bicycle. It is a gravel pond, but the water is not very clear because it is still in conversion. It is already very big, and there are 2 little ponds on the northern end of the lake, which are also being converted. It is very attractive for young people because you can either lie on gravel or grass, and there are a lot of trees, so there are a lot of shady places. The entrance is very easy, and there is a huge water security station. Near the southern end is a little island, which is under conservation, because there are a lot of little bugs. The Musinninger Weiher is very attractive for children and young people, because it is next to the Musinninger football field. So after a game, the people often go there and celebrate that they won. But you can also play basketball there or go skating. You have a possibility to choose between sand, grass and gravel ground. When you want to enter the water, you will recognize that the water is a bit dirty, but it is just natural dirt. In the water, on the right side, teenagers and some brave guys jump from 3 meters into the water. They are doing stunts and tricks. Also, there is an extra area for non-swimmers, with a little fly agaric which distributes water. Under it, many children have fun and make new friends. All in all, this pond has a lot of possibilities to really enjoy your time. There is a kiosk, and you will find showers, changing rooms and toilets. It is really good to refresh, because you have groundwater inflow, so the water is always cold and fresh. It is also really nice that you have shadow places, so you don't have to sweat all the time in the sun. There is also a big water security station, so you can be sure that you have safe during your time in the water. The water is only 10 meters deep. The only disadvantage is that during the bathing season, there are no animals allowed.
The Neuchinger Weiher, that is also called Caribbean Weiher or in English Caribbean Lake, because of its clearness and light blue water, is hard to find. It is hidden behind some strawberry fields and many trees. It is the favorite lake for dog owners because the dogs are allowed to swim and they like it pretty much. To swim with your dog is a strange but funny experience, believe us. If you do not like dogs, it is probably not a good idea to go there, but it is worth watching the dogs fetching sticks out of the water. All in all, the lake is pretty much isolated. There's nothing. No toilets, no changing rooms or anything else. So you have to bring your food along and maybe even have a picnic, like many of the visitors do. The entrance to the water is not that comfortable. There are many sharp slopes and it is not easy to go out. So you have to search for a spot where you can climb out easily. Sometimes there's a digging machine that is really high, probably 50 meters, and some of the very brave teenagers climb it and jump from the highest spot. But it is really dangerous because their feet are so wet and it is easy to lose grab of the steel. Do not do that, seriously. There is no water security and sometimes you might also be alone, so please take someone with you and take care of your friend and yourself. All in all, the Neuchinger Weiher is a really nice place and a secret advice, except the insects that can poke you very bad. It's really awesome to go there with friends and to have some fun.
The Nordfinzinger Weiher is better known by young people, also from Munich. A few years ago, there has been a radio station that gave the Nordfinzinger Weiher as a secret advice to the listeners. Since that, more and more people and even tourists come to this nice place. But even though there are a few more people now, it's still very peaceful, especially during the week. It is kinda small and a little bit hidden behind the trees because there are no other near ponds. By now the water is very clear because it was renewed last year because it was so dirty of sunscreen. You can watch really big fish swimming through the water, but do not be scared or they will not hurt you. You can also swim there and the entrance is very easy. Unfortunately, there are a lot of insects and the power line runs right across the water, so it is fairly loud. You cannot only lie there and relax, but also go to a little kiosk, which was unfortunately often closed this year, or to a small mud pit where young kids and teenagers become real scary brown zombies until they jump into the water. Also, you can find a wooden raft in the middle of the lake where some people enjoy the sun and the kids do funny stunts and have fun. You will recognize that it is really beautiful there and that one can enjoy himself very easily.
The Notzinger Weiher is much easier to reach than the Tenner See because there are several different signs, so you can't miss it. There are free shady parking spots directly at the pond. You can find a kiosk where you can buy refreshments and things to eat like curry sausage with fries, potato pancakes, fish on a stick and much more. There are seating accommodations at the kiosk as well. The ground outside is grass, but when you enter the pond, it changes to gravel. You can enter very easily through a shallow spot. Even though the pond is rather small, there are many insects, so it would be a great idea to bring anti-insect spray. But the water is very clear because the pond is filled through groundwater. There is some entertainment as well for children as for adults or teenagers. For small kids, there is a sand pit, but you need to bring your own toys for the rest. There is a barbecue place where you can find sausage, where you can have sausage or beef. If you want to, you can bring your pets, e.g. dogs, or you can have fun with your horse at the water. But this is only allowed at the first of the 3 ponds, or as long as there is nobody else who might want to go into the water. The pond is very popular, especially with people from Notzinger nearby, so you can meet many people to have fun with. In case of emergency, there is an SOS telephone, so you can call for help quite easily. There are trash bins, so you can keep the pond clean and have nice nature around. Paradiesweiher, also called Schnabelmoser Kiesweiher. This pond is really unknown, but it is worth a visit. It is still in conversion, but be sure you will see turquoise water and a beautiful landscape. It is more attractive for younger people because they don't mind that there is nearly no shadow because there are a lot of trees missing. This is also the reason why there are nearly no insects and the water is very clear. Because it is still in conversion, there do neither exist any places to lie down yet or water security. But if you do not care about that, you are surely going to have a great time there. To find it, just go to the Schnabelmoser Weiher and park there, because it is only 2 minutes on foot from there to the pond.
The next pond I want to present to you is the Schnabelmoser Weiher. There you can take a bath naked or with a swimsuit. This pond is a real insider, so there are no signs and no real parking lots. But you can place your car next to the street or the fields. Don't worry, nobody's going to steal your car. Because it is an insider, be aware that there is neither a kiosk, nor toilets, nor changing rooms. But you can be sure that there are just a few people, so you can enjoy your time in the nature. This pond is very beautiful because it is big. The water is very clear and you can lie yourself down in the grass or in paths. Although there are a lot of trees around it, there are not a lot of insects. When you want to enter the water, you can jump inside over paths, which is a lot of fun. The pond is divided into 2 parts, the naked bathing part and normal bathing. But don't be scared, you cannot see the other part very good, because the pond is very wide. Although there is no water security, you will notice that your time in the water is very nice and safely because there are no waves.
You cannot reach the Tennessee very easily because there are no signs and the streets towards it are often only for motorbikes or bicycles. When you are going there by car, you can park for free and have to walk 5 minutes until you reach the water. On your way, you will find a little kiosk where you can buy refreshments and something to eat. You can have a little break there too. The ground changes from grass to sand to gravel because the lake is a gravel pond. Once you found your place to lie, you will recognize that the water is very clear because there is an inflow of groundwater and of the stream Eitergraben. There are a lot of different ways to enter the water. You can enter it where it's really shallow, a special area for the children, or you can jump inside by using one of the catwalks. The pond is 7 meters deep and you can see 2 meters down into the water. You have the possibility to swim towards a little wooden island in the middle of the lake, where you can relax a little bit after your workout. While swimming, you can see very tiny fish and frogs and you will notice some fishermen, but they are on the other side of the lake. Once you want to relax, you can either just lie on the grass or you can play beach volleyball, basketball, and your children can have fun at the playground. Like a lot of lakes in Bavaria and Germany, you don't have to pay for staying, but you're not allowed to bring your animals, like for example dogs, or to have a bonfire or to do camping there. On the weekends, there are security guides during the day and all the time. You will find water security guides so that your stay will be safely. If something happened and you cannot find a guide, there is a SOS telephone to the police or to the fire brigade. Be careful and don't underestimate that there are insects flying around who want to poke you.
Welcome to the new hit radio presented to you by the Elefantenhausen. Radio Whazzap.